Hey everyone, welcome to the maiden voyage of Teach Me in 10. I'm Jordan Barker, and I am actually joined today by our good friend Gavin Tanner. Hello, Gavin Tanner.
What's up? How's it going?
Not much, man. How does it feel to be the very first guest on Teach Me in 10? Are you pretty excited right now?
Terrified, but it'll be great. No, actually,
You
it'll
should
be cool. I'm excited for
you,
this, dude.
you should be pretty terrified. Well, Gavin and I have been talking a lot about I felt like there was a need or a gap. There's a lot of content out there that marketers are producing and creating, which is awesome. There's a lot of really, really good content out there. One of the things that we felt like there's a gap in is really hands-on and actionable content. And we felt like every marketer has 10 minutes. And so the idea of this is to teach something that is super actionable, you can implement today into your marketing playbook. And the idea is to be able to not have it take more than 10 minutes. So we're going to try to interview some of our friends, smart marketers that we don't know, but the idea is for them to come prepared with something that they can teach us in under 10 minutes. So that's the idea. And that's kind of the premise of Teach Me in 10. But before we get started, we're going to do a quick intro to let our friends know who Gavin Tanner is. But before we get started, Gavin, we're going to play a quick round of trivia. Okay, you have
Oh
two
boy.
categories to choose from.
Oh
The
boy.
first category is Benson Boone trivia or state capital trivia.
Boy. Um, I mean, it's gonna be bad either way. Let's go with the state capital. I will say the fun fact is I've heard that Benson Boone lives in Lehigh, so just throwing that out there. Like maybe that was the trivia question, and I would have gotten it right. But yeah, fun fact.
Okay. Well, there was a question about where he was from, but it might have not. Anyway, I don't want to give it away. We'll keep that for a future guest.
He's
We'll
from
keep that for a future.
California, I think actually.
According to the interwebs, it says Monroe, Washington. So I don't know. Maybe the Benson Boone fans out there can keep us
Oh,
honest. I have no idea. I don't
okay,
know.
let's delete that part. I don't know
Okay,
anything.
we'll
My
edit that
brain's
out.
empty. Let's go to the state capitol.
Okay, sounds good. We'll for sure edit that out. Okay, state capital trivia. Here we go. First question: what is the capital of California?
Sacramento.
Sacramento. Nailed it. One for one. Nailed it. Okay. Question number two: what is the state capital of Vermont? It's a tough
Gosh.
one. It's a tough one.
Uh,
This
I haven't the slightest clue. You're
I
gonna
wouldn't
say
have.
it, I'm gonna be like, gosh dang it, but I
I
haven't
don't.
the slightest
I
clue.
don't think I would have gotten this one right either. Montpelier actually is the state
Yeah,
capital of
not
Vermont.
a
Yeah.
chance. Zero
Okay.
chance I was gonna get that.
Okay. And the third question: what is the state capital of Arizona?
Phoenix, easy.
Okay, you got it.
Done.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks for the
Okay.
softball pitch. That was great.
Yeah, I figured after
That
I
was
figured
kind of
after
you.
Montpelier that we'd be pretty nice to you.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fair. Okay, Gavin Tanner. I've known Gavin for a long time. We've worked together at a few different companies. But Gavin, do you want to just give yourself a little introduction? Tell the folks who you are, and maybe just give us a high level what you're going to teach us today.
Cool. Yeah, sounds good. And I guess you tell me how far back you want me to go. But yeah, I mean, I've been in digital marketing now for close to a decade. I got my start out actually at a couple different ad agencies. One was Aduco with Andrew Pincock, Tucker Stoffers, and super fun. And then went to Relic with you, obviously. And then worked in house at several different tech companies for about 5 years. And most recently, I was the director of demand gen at a company called Matillion. And then I just decided I'm jumping ship. I'm going to do my own thing. So I started Fractional Demand. It just so happens I'm repping, the swag today. So, but yeah, started Fractional Demand coming up on 2 years ago. And honestly, when I started it, the plan was just to be a solopreneur. But yeah, it continued to grow, and so we've continued to hire, and obviously we joined forces, brought you on as a partner in January of this year. So it's been fun, man. It's been a good ride. So today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to put together and build a thought leader ad campaign in LinkedIn ads, and then just kind of talk about like the potential playbook you could use on the back end of that utilizing whether it's an RB2B or like a unified GTM to then, reach out to these people and follow up with them. So, yeah, I'll actually, hop into the platform. We'll talk about the different targeting capabilities and stuff too.
Sounds awesome. Let's do this.
Okay, sounds good. Let me share my screen and fire away.
It's good.
You can just see yourself a million times right now.
I sure do. That was
Yeah,
pretty awesome. Thanks for that.
perfect.
That was great. That was
Yep, you
perfect.
bet. You're welcome. All right, so uh, I just clicked on create a campaign, so nothing crazy. My campaign group here is just prospecting in the U.S. and so this is the editor essentially within LinkedIn Ads. There's a lot of different options. I'll run us through here. So if you're going to do a thought leader ad campaign, more often than not, the objective that I'm choosing is either engagement or brand awareness. I mean, the kind of the whole purpose is you want to get people's eyeballs on your content, and it's going to come across as very native. And I guess before I maybe jump into here, just to give you an example of what a thought leader ad looks like out in the wild, I actually found one, and it's hilarious because it's way too relevant. It's kind of scary for me. So this guy, you can see it like it looks like just a post off of this Steve August gentleman's LinkedIn profile. But then it's a little sneaky, but it says promoted by Steve August Coaching. So this is a thought leader ad that's running. Why it's scary is, ADHD. I don't know how LinkedIn knows, but they know. But this is actually like a good thought leader ad. And what I like about it too is he at least includes a link out to his website. So that, you're reading through it. It's like, oh, this is really interesting. It's meaty. It's got good content. And then you can click over, and he actually has, subscribe as well. So this is what a thought leader ad looks like. So these are pretty powerful because, again, they look like they're just native to the platform, but the targeting capability, like this guy targeted, I'm sure he's probably targeting like SaaS founders or whatever, just founders in general. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. You can do a thought leader ad. So, I would choose engagement again. Like, let's go get just people engaging with the ad. You could choose brand awareness as well. There are certain things you can't choose. Like, you can't even choose website visits to do a thought leader ad. So, some of these you're not able to use. So, I would stick with brand awareness or engagement. So, let's talk about audience targeting. And I don't want to make this too lengthy because there's a lot we could talk about, but I'm just going to show maybe really quick like the different capabilities. Some people don't know that like you can target down to the job title level. This sounds silly saying that just because I feel like everyone knows that, but I actually don't think everyone does know that you can target down at the job title level. So if we wanted to go after, let's call it head of marketing, you can go after the head of marketing, and you can go after CMO, and maybe marketing director. Let's do like VP marketing. Sure, head of like marketing. Great. So you can target the job title level. So you kind of have your persona targeting or your contact level targeting, and then your account level targeting. And you want to layer on both because if we were going to run this campaign, like we don't want to go after IBM. Like we're never going to work with IBM. And so we want to then narrow down of like the types of accounts we want to target. And so within that, there's a few different options. Probably one of the best options, if you can, is getting a target account list built and then just uploading that straight into LinkedIn, because then you can have basically 100% confidence that all of the accounts you're targeting are accounts you want. If you're going to rely on LinkedIn's native, in-platform targeting for accounts, there's going to be some variability. As an example, like if we chose industries, I mean, it's going to be a pretty wide net, right? And like you may not get all the companies in there that you would want, and you'd probably get a handful or at least a decent amount that are irrelevant that you wouldn't want to target. So, but the ideal is getting a target account list, uploading it. If you don't have that, then you can narrow it down, let's say by Company size. If we said like, yeah, typically we're working with, Series A companies. They're probably around this size, ish. So, we can narrow it down by that. If we wanted to throw on industries just to kind of tighten things up, uh, we could do software development and just call it that. So we got 16,000 people. It's pretty small. For something like thought leader ads, you'd want to have a much bigger audience than this. There's really not like a specific number that I've come up with. I mean, LinkedIn will sometimes tell you at least 50,000 to run this campaign or to at least have it be effective. But I would agree in the sense of thought leader ads, like you probably want to have a pretty wide net. So for the sake of this, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily roll with just this. It's probably a little too broad for what we're wanting, but just for the sake of the example.
We're
Um,
running a little low. We're 1 minute warning here. One
oh
minute warning.
shoot.
So
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
anything else you want to cover?
Now, so in the targeting, no, I'm just going to show you how to actually go and like request the thought leader ads. So whenever you come into here, you're actually going to hit browse existing content. And I found this sick post on LinkedIn. I don't know if you've ever seen it before,
Oh,
but I found
geez,
this
here we
sick
go.
post, and I'm going to go in here and you'd actually just put in the URL. Oh, perfect. Let's see. Why didn't it let me do that? It must be a valid LinkedIn URL. Am I crazy? Oh, you know what? I wonder. Let me go to the actual copy link to post. Maybe
Mm,
I was just gonna break for us.
I think you did it. I think it's gonna work.
This might work here. There it
Yeah.
is.
Oh yeah.
So then I'm gonna hit request approval, or I'm not going to, but you can. I will. I'm gonna hit request approval. It's gonna be like, yep, send that to Jordan, and then you can, view the request. You can copy the request link, and then just send it directly to the person. They've got to approve it before you can run it. What's really cool is, and really recommended, is try running thought leader ads of people that don't work at your company. Like if you can get a customer to post about you on LinkedIn and then run that, that's awesome. It's kind of gold. And then the playbook here is if you're pushing people to your website from that thought leader ad, then you're going to be able to identify them, whether that's again with an RB2B or Unify or you got Warmly. There's a handful of tools out there. And then you can kind of run like a cool sales playbook on the back end of it where you're getting, Slack notifications, or you've already set up like a full blown automated playbook out of Unify GTM where if someone hits your website, it'll automatically like shoot them an email, for example. So there's a really cool stuff you can do with it. But yeah, I guess any questions? Yeah,
I
happy
think
to
just
dive
in
in.
the, I think, yeah, maybe just one question. When might someone consider running a thought leader ad as opposed to, say, a single image ad? How do you know when I should test this? How would I think about that?
Yeah, so I guess the way to think about thought leader ads definitely is not like a lead gen driver. So it's going to be something that's going to drive really good awareness. It's going to feel very organic. And the way, again, to kind of measure the effectiveness, one is you could actually go and if you upload a target account list, or even if you don't, you can go and look and see which companies are engaging with your ad. And then that can be a signal for you to even do some outbound to that particular account. So that's what we typically tell our clients. One is like, don't look at it as a lead gen. Like, we're not going to get leads off of this. It's very much for brand awareness, getting in front of the right people with the right message. But then we can measure the effectiveness by seeing, yeah, account engagement. And then are we seeing, people coming onto our website from those accounts we're targeting with those ads? And are we moving the needle? I think I mean, this probably gets into a much broader conversation of like attribution and like how granular should you or can you measure before you do something. But to me, this is something that, again, like it just feels organic, but you get to kind of control. It almost feels like you get to control the organic feed. It's pretty powerful. So that's how I would think about it.
That's awesome. Very cool. Well, Gavin, thanks for walking us through that. We're out of time, but if anyone has any questions or wants to talk to you, what's the best place to track you down?
Hit me up on LinkedIn. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Awesome.
great.
Sounds good. Thanks, Gavin Tanner. Thanks for
You
walking
bet.
us through that. Really powerful stuff. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Thanks for being
Thanks
a
for having
guest.
me. Bye.
Later.